Hey everybody, Jason here. Today I'm going to share a couple of new AKA products that I got my hands on. I was down at the 2015 Reedy Race of Champions at OCRC Raceway in Huntington Beach, and I ran into the AKA guys, and I saw they had some kind of new stuff floating around the pits, so I got my hands on it, and I just thought I'd share it with you. The first thing they have is a new tire punch. Now, this is basically the same type of leather punch or tire punch that most of us have been using for a really long time, but there's something a little different. I don't know how well the camera will focus, but you can actually see that there's actually millimeter markers on this tire punch that tell you exactly how big the holes are. And they go from 2.5 to 4.5. And you know, I think in the RC industry, we're not seeing a ton of innovation because there's so many guys competing with new products, but I do think that putting nice little touches on things, just going that extra mile, I think it makes a difference, and I think it's pretty cool. So if you have a tire punch, do you need to run out and buy a brand new one? Probably not. But if you don't have a tire punch, just the idea of having the actual increments, the measurements on the holes, it makes this a tire punch worth considering. So that's the first tool. The second tool is this, and it's pretty innovative. And if this thing looks familiar to you, it's probably because AKA just recently released their little tool called the Double Play. And that's the other driver that actually has a 5.5 and a 7mm nut driver on it. But this, my friend, this is no nut driver. This is actually a wheel balancer. And let me show you how this thing works. Basically, there are a few little, kind of like collets or ribs on this piece. And they actually press fit right into the tire. So you can see, basically what you want to do is you actually want to put this thing in here and press it in. You see it snaps in, it's nice and tight. And then there's a little O-ring on it. And it just go ahead and push, line it up here. And then the heavy end of the tire will fall to the bottom, and you can see that that's already happening right now. But what's kind of neat is the way they've designed this particular tool is it's got a few different steps on it. And the idea is that there's a step for 8 scale, the largest one. The next one down is for a good old 12mm hex, and you can see this is a brand new chain link, and you just press it in there the exact same way. Get it in there nice and snug. You can see that it's in there and not falling out. And then you go ahead and you push this thing in there, and the same thing will happen. And by the way, you can actually spin it from back here if you just want to give it a little spin. This thing spins. And when the heavy spot falls to the bottom, you just go ahead and add some clay to the opposite side of the wheel. And of course, it's got one more little rib for the smallest B44 front wheel. I believe that's a 10mm hex. I just don't have one of those here right with us while we're shooting the video. And so this is a pretty neat little tool. Now this replaces the old Losi style or stand balancers. I know that some guys use prop balancers, but there's no question that if you have been using a big stand balancer like I have been for the last few years, this thing just saves a ton of room, especially if you're flying or traveling. It just fits right in your toolbox, and obviously it looks pretty sweet. So anyways, so that's it. That's their new tire balancer. And last but not least is this fancy little mamma jamma. And this is just a little plastic bottle that actually pumps. And basically, you can see that it's kind of concave right here, right? Well, first of all, this thing locks, so you see you can't push it down, but you can unlock it and then you push it down. And let me show you exactly how this thing works, because out of all these tools here, I think this is my personal favorite. Okay, so here's the little AKA pump bottle, and you can see I've got some Simple Green in it. What I have here is a rag that obviously has nothing on it, and a tire that really doesn't need to be cleaned, but I'm just showing you guys this for demonstration purposes. So you just take this thing, you go ahead and you pump a few times, and now you can see there's plenty of cleaning solution on the rag, and then of course you could clean whatever you wanted and you'd be dialed. And it's just really nice to not have to reach up and actually spray cleaner onto your rag. You just reach up here, pump it onto the rag, and boom, you're done. Okay, so there you have it. 3 new gadgets from AKA, and they're all pretty cool. My favorite of which is the bottle, because no more picking up the Simple Green bottle or your cleaner bottle to actually spray cleaner onto your rag before you want to clean something. You just reach up, dab it in there, and you're good to go. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, by the way, before you leave, I just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. I only make these videos so that we can have fun together. By the way, you'd be doing me a big favor if you could either comment, like, or even better, subscribe to my channel. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.